What is up, everyone? Welcome back to part 4 of this new series, and in today's video we'll be talking about The Merchant. Now, for the past 3 videos we've talked about the remake, but in today's video we're going to be talking about the original Resident Evil 4. So if you like the old picture better, well, too bad. So now on to part 1. There's more than one merchant. So in Resident Evil 4 you can shoot the merchant, but unlike some games he dies. But you go to a different location, he's back and he's never been better. So it's not one person. But what does that mean? Well, they know us because if you play the bonus content, at first the merchant is confused, but the rest are not. So they must be talking to each other. But they won't get confused when Leon's there. So now that leads us to the next section of this video. So we know they have guns and whatnot, but where did they get all the guns? So what if every time someone dies, and the merchant knows, what if he takes their guns and sells them? But the stuff he can repair, I think he just knows. But if the merchants are all different people, who are they? Just traders? Then how the heck did they get in the castle where we had to fight? So do they know where the most people die and set shop up? So let's start with what I think. I think they work for the infected, because if Leon dies with an enemy in the room, they will not even try to hurt the merchant if he's in the same room after they kill Leon. Well, what if the shooting range is to tell the enemies the best places to hide and duck, and the guns are just a little problem? If they learn where to hide, they can kill Leon easily. And what if the merchant takes the money and goes back to the real world, or I guess where normal people are, and use that money to get whatever they want? So let's talk about what they would want. Well, one thing might be trackers and cameras to spy on Leon. And if Leon dies, well, on to part 2. The way they get revenge. I think if you kill one of the merchants, all the merchants will start to get butter guns to sell you. But they'll try to sabotage it to kill Leon, like downgrade its powers tremendously so he uses it more, but gives the enemies a higher chance of winning. But why did this chain start of merchants that all look the same? So let's talk about what if when the plague got out, there was a bunch of people who got infected, but not fully. But they all looked different, but due to the plague, they started looking the same. And since they're reasonable people but still infected, they started selling items to normal people trying to attack the infected, but went to different places to get money to buy more guns and maybe stop this madness. But what if we've been talking about the original Resident Evil. So now let's switch gears over to the remake. So in the remake, I think the merchant is more powerful. Why? Because you can't shoot him. And if you try to, your hand will just get pushed right back down. So what if after you get the parasite, that's conveniently when you first see the merchant? So what if the merchant can control the virus like the final boss / the priest? Did no one think about that? Or am I just crazy? But I'm sorry, I didn't try to make the final boss and priest sound like two different people. So where did the merchant in the remake get this power? Well, I think that the priest or Saddler. So what if the merchant in the remake is like a weaker Saddler? And in the remake he's just one person, but he can go anywhere because he's still infected, and I think he would have a higher rank in the remake. So what am I missing? Oh yes, he was only one person in the remake. So what if in the remake Saddler was made by the plague head on and he just gave parts to the other people? But for the merchant, he was given 1/3 by mistake, so he can only control Leon a little and not like Saddler. But in the remake, he's given a little of the virus that he can also spread to other people. But anyway, back to talking about the original. So the merchant in the original cannot control Leon because otherwise he wouldn't let him shoot him. But what if the plague all went in one person? Then the merchant could probably control Leon like Saddler. But let's talk about it. If I think the merchant would kill Leon, do you think he would? So we know if you get too much of the virus or the plague, you start to lose your way of thinking. So yes, I think he might try to kill Leon if he's in his boundary of his house, or I guess his trading shack. So I think that that's the end of this video. So make sure to like and subscribe. And I hope you have a great day. Part 5 will be out next week, where we will have a new topic to talk about. And I hope you have a great day again, and on to the end card. Welcome to the end card, and this time it's just me, because I'm finishing this late at night. And by that I mean 10:26. But anyway, I hope you guys liked the intro. I tried to add a little more picture, and yeah, but I hope you liked it. And this one's kind of short, but I guess we could make it longer. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed writing this. Fun fact, this script had 900 words. I don't know, 910 to be exact. But yeah, I don't have much to say about this video. I mean, I liked making it. I mean, I'm doing this end card before I finished editing. I just finished saying everything, but anyway, this is probably going to be the end of the end card, and make sure to wear your seatbelts. Goodbye. Goodbye.